The problem is not that I'm not as assertive as my wife. That's not the problem. The problem is that I exist in a society that makes me feel because I'm not, then it means that I'm less of a man, and that just ain't true. And so we need better conversations because we're trying to pretend. Look, here's a truth that's difficult, right? And this is what I mean by difficult conversations. For a lot of boys, most boys, I don't think it's all, I don't know, whatever, but a high number of boys, when they start going through puberty, all you can think about is sex. That is the fucking truth of what happens when you go through puberty as a boy. So we need to stop stigmatizing that, because they're watching porn, all right? These young lads, they are they're seeing a lot of it. They're highly exposed to it. And actually, I don't think there's anything wrong. Well, that's a whole nother conversation that you can debate about whether that's right or wrong, right? But again, like the issue is that nobody's coming in and letting these young people know exactly what porn is and the realities and the truth. If we can't have proper, decent conversations with young people in general about the realities of sex, right? About the fact that, like, when you're at that age, you are looking for it, you do want it. If we don't have proper conversations, then surely there's a little bit of our own responsibility. It's on us a little bit when they're going out and not acting in the way that we want them to. And so when we have this conversation over here and we're restrictive and we're like, you shouldn't sexualize, like we say you shouldn't sexualize women, right? I'm telling you now, at 14, 15 years old, it is, as a boy, if you are a straight young boy, it is very, very difficult to not do that. That's just the reality. So if you're over here saying it's bad if you do that, and then Andrew Tate's over here saying it ain't, and by the way, let me radicalize you into some more extreme views, don't be surprised when people go over there. So you can stand virtuously over here and say Andrew Tate's bad, never sexualize women, don't do that, don't look at them in this way. You can do all of that over here if you want, and you'll get lots of plaudits and you'll be seen as a good person. Or you have the truth, the difficult conversations. Have those truths and difficult conversations that are more like, here's what I know what it's like to be a boy. And I'm a straight man myself, so I have to apologize if my approach to this is of that ilk, right? It's because I don't have experience in the other way. I would imagine my best guess is that other sexualities still feel very sexualized when you're a boy at 14, 15, and into your adult years. So we need to have difficult conversations. The conversation perhaps could be more in line with, we know that you think this, we know that this goes on in your head, and in order for us to live in a society and to be respectful to those women, and to be respectful to whoever we are feeling drawn to sexually, this is how you act. Have these conversations, recognize it, and then try and act appropriately. Shut it down, make it bad. And this is what I feel like is happening in general, by the way, with like even what we're seeing in politics at the moment is that over on this side here, it's become so virtuous, where you have conversations with people and you think, you don't think that. Like, what you're saying sounds good for the group of people that you associate yourself with, but I know you on a day-to-day basis. You don't actually live in line with what you're saying, so it's virtuous. So when it's virtuous, restrictive, and not based on truth over here, these people in the middle here will be easily radicalized by people over here. So Andrew Tate in the instance of the male stuff, but we see this play out, I believe, in like the race stuff as well. People that get radicalized over to the far right is because they have genuine fears here, and they're labeled as a certain way for having genuine fear,